Hey everybody, Peter, Joe, and I had a little bit of a conversation about Miley Cyrus, and then afterwards, we talked a little bit more about Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson. Check it out.
Oh, he's great. I've seen him live doing stand-up. Yeah, I think he's really funny.
I think I started to watch his stand-up that was on Netflix, but I got distracted and I wasn't fully paying attention. But I feel like he's one of those guys that you'd have to see him. I mean, you've seen him, Peter, so correct me if I'm wrong, but like you probably have to see him in an uncensored environment. Otherwise, he's probably not going to be that funny.
Yeah, I saw him live with John Mulaney at the end of 2019 before, the apocalypse happened. And he was really, really funny. And then after John Mulaney finished his set, Pete Davidson came out and they did like a Q&A with the audience and just riffed on each other.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I feel like Pete Davidson on like SNL is, I mean, I haven't watched SNL in a long time, but I feel like in that environment where there's rules and stuff, he's probably watered down and not that funny.
He's funny-ish on it. Like I don't watch SNL regularly, but my wife and I sometimes will be sitting there and looking for things to watch, and she'll just pop on SNL, and it'll be on the Peacock network, if you will, and just whatever random episodes. And so sometimes we watch some of the newer ones, and it's like I said, like, is he my favorite cast member of the current crop? No. But sometimes, like, he does stuff that has me rolling. And last night, for sure, he had me rolling at different points. At one point, he goes out into the crowd, and he's just talking to people, and he's like, hey, anybody want to put on some, he had, like, glasses and, like, just New Year apparel. And he goes, anybody want to put this on? And anybody want to play dress up? And this dude goes, yeah, me. And Pete goes over to him. He's like, just asking him questions, and I forget the guy's name. The guy's name was Chips, and he goes, hey Chips, do you have any family here? And he goes, yeah. And whatever the rapper that performed earlier was his brother. And he goes, I wish people would tell me this shit. Like, it was just, it was dumb fun. And I don't know, he did some stand up, and I think my perception changed on Pete Davidson a little last night, is I guess the point I'm trying to make. And holy shit, Miley was tremendous. At one point, like at the very end of the night, she comes out to perform in like just this really small top, and it pops off. Like,
whoops,
as she was coming out, like at the very beginning of the song, and she just kind of crosses her arms, still singing, turns around and walks to the back, and like still singing the whole time. And then she stops singing to put a jacket on, comes back out and performs. And it was funny because whatever song she was doing, she's like, I'm still wearing more right now than I ever on stage. And like, she was just winking at the camera essentially about what just happened. It was,
and she also sang, now people are really looking at me, like something like that.
There you have it. I highly recommend you seek out the Miley Cyrus and Pete Davidson New Year's Eve special if you can, if you haven't. Also, if you'd like to hear the rest of that conversation, it is After the Fact number 106, available on Patreon, patreon.com/oh. Hi, Justin, $1 gets you in the door. Would love to have you in. Please consider it. And if you want to hear our conversation on Miley Cyrus, it is going to be one episode 4. All you have to do is push play.